channel. I am Bani and today you will be watching my second trimester experience, my 4th, 5th and 6th month experience of pregnancy. What really happened. But before, let me just show you the belly. It's like my 6th month just got over and I just entered into my 7th month and I'm feeling the kicks right now while I'm speaking. So let me just show you the belly first. Okay. So this is how it is. If you see, it's not that much. In fact, everyone's telling me it does not look like you have entered the 7th month. But yeah, that's the truth. So this is my starting of the 7th month belly. There's no belly now. Belly? No belly. Alright, enough. Let's begin with the experience. Finally, my 3 months got over. And finally, I had applied nail paint. So it was like after 3 months, I did my nail paint. After 3 months, I did my makeup. For the good 3 months, there was no makeup on me. There was no nail paint on me. I hated everything around me, like you've seen it in my first trimester experience. Second trimester, first month, which is the 4th month. So till the first week of the 4th month, I had nausea, like a little bit here and there. But from the second week of the 4th month, it was all fine. I was back like a horse doing all the work, and I loved it because it was such a pressure. You know, because your husband is working, also he's cooking for you. I mean, it is so sweet, but still it is so much of pressure because you're not able to help your partner. But thank God it got over, and then I was back at it, cooking, making my favorite dishes. Till the first trimester, I had no feeling that I'll be a mother. I had no feeling that I'll have a child. I had no feeling related to babies. Watching a baby video, watching anything, I used to feel nothing at all. But in my second trimester, because of the cakes and because everything was good around me, I used to feel positive and nice. I have a lot of feelings now. Like, I really want to see my little one now, because it's just the last trimester which is left. So I really can't wait to, you know, hold the baby. In fact, you know, first trimester, I used to think that I would never be able to go back to kitchen. I would never be able to cook. I would never be able to do anything. But thankfully, it got over. And the whole of my second trimester, I had vomited once, which was in the 4th month. That's it. So there was no vomiting in the whole of second trimester. The medicine that I used to eat, I mean, I'm still eating. So this was the first medicine that was recommended by the doctor, and this is this medicine which I used to eat 1 tablet every day. And then when I got over with this, she prescribed me another one. So this is like once in the morning and another tablet at night. So these are the 2 medicines. And another one that I ate was this calcium she gave me. She recommended, because I told her that I am not drinking milk at all. I am having curd, I'm having yogurt, I'm having that here and there. I make chach, like buttermilk. I cannot really drink milk. Another thing which I used to do was Sudoku. A, I loved it, and B, I got to know if you do so if you solve math problems, if you do anything which has numbers, calculations and stuff, your baby will be really smart. So I thought, why not? Because I love to do Sudoku. So I used to do Sudoku all day, like 3-4 Sudokus I used to do. And let me just talk about how I really felt. I was a happy child. It was automatic. I used to laugh on every little thing. I used to be happy about every little thing. Like my first trimester and my second trimester, they were opposites. I used to enjoy little things, you know, finding happiness in little things. I used to do all of that. And I really didn't had to, you know, put efforts in that. It came naturally. Second, like bodily, physically, I got little sensitive. So even if there's a little push, there's a little pat, it used to hurt me. Hurt, like not major hurt, but hurt. I got a little sensitive. Now let's talk about the food. I used to eat all day because I got over with my nausea, and food is something that I got back into relationship with. And then I used to eat food all day. But I touch wood, I did not eat anything unhealthy after I got to know that I really gained the weight. Let me tell you. So what happened was, in my 4th month, after the first week of the 4th month, I used to go out like every weekend, eat outside. When I'm at home also, I used to eat 2 to 3 chapatis. So I used to eat. So till my first trimester got over, I had gained nothing. But after the 4th month, I gained 3 kilos, which was a lot. It was tragic. It was shocking. I felt bad. But then that was it. I could not really change anything about it, but then I could improve for the future months. So I did that. So as per calculation, whosoever knows, whosoever does not know, let me just tell you. So it's healthy to gain 2 kilos a month, but gaining more than that is then you really have to control yourself. So in 5th month, my eating habit had stopped. I did not eat outside once a week. So whenever there was this weekend, so one of those weekend days, and one of the meals, only dinner sometimes, only lunch, just one cheat meal for the whole week. At home, I started eating little more healthy and I started eating little less. So this is how really this works. It is all psychology, and it is all you really have to make your understand. So I have stopped and controlled on my food habits. That's one thing. And second, I've started walking 30 minutes every day. So the end of the 5th month, I gained only 2 kilos, which was pretty okay and which is normal and healthy. So I was fine with it. So in total, after my 5 months, I have gained 5 kilos. Yeah. So I was much better in my 5th month, and I was back like a horse, like I said. So it was all fine and normal. I did not feel anything different from being a non-pregnant woman to a pregnant woman. When it comes to negativity, when it comes to working, when it comes to anything. Though you will feel little difficult to work, little, I mean for me it was very little, the change, because I did not gain that much of weight. I did not have that much of problem. On the 3rd month, I guess, I have started sleeping in my pregnancy pillow. I don't sleep like that, like normally. Why? Because that really hurts my lower back. But with the pregnancy pillow, I'll insert a photo here. But this is so important. This is the best thing that I've invested in, and it really helps. Do order a pregnancy pillow if you're thinking that should we order, should I invest, or this and that. It is totally worth it. So in my 5th month, like I said, I used to eat healthy. If not really healthy, then I used to eat limited. And then I used to eat simple chapati and my sabzi in the lunch, and dinner was the same. But in between, I had a lot of cravings between breakfast to lunch and between the time I had the evening time. So I used to eat carrots, I used to eat fruits, I used to eat something like that. And when I had really bad craving, like I used to have, so once in a week, what I used to do, like that in between time, I had my blue Lay's ka packet. Sometimes, you really crave and you should not really kill that craving and really go with the flow. So that's one thing. And then I was thirsty all the time, which was good. And I'm still thirsty, so which is good. So what I used to do, I used to drink a lot of water. Like drinking water every day, all the time. I just used to keep drinking. When it comes to the face, let me tell you, the skin, it has really got improved. I mean, I would not say that because of water or something. It might, the water might have helped. But I just feel, oh, the kicks, I can feel the kicks. The skin really got better, really, because I remember one of my known person, she got pregnant, and I saw her in 7th month. Her face was full of marks, full of pimples, and she got worse. Her complexion got darker, and she had patches all over her face. So I just asked her that, what is this? I mean, did you eat something or what is it? Then she told me that this is very normal and this will happen to you also, and this is something which happens to every pregnant woman, but touch wood. And I got to know that this is not something that happens to every pregnant lady. Doing n number of facials and cleanups did not give me these results that I have it now because of my baby. I should thank the baby. Yes, it is glowing. I mean, without makeup and everything. I mean, ऐसा लगता है जैसे मुंह धोने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. It's that good. But मैं धोती हूँ हाँ. Bodily, skin wise and everything, I got a lot beautiful. अपनी तारीफ खुद. But मैं सच बता रही हूँ, a lot better. I had growth in my hair, so everything just got better. I got beautiful hands, my feet got beautiful, everything, my nails got little better, everything got better. Let's talk about the gender reveal. क्योंकि हम कनाडा में हैं तो इसका फायदा हमने उठाया, ठीक है. So in my 19th or 20th week, I got to know मैं किस चीज को जन्म दे रही हूँ, किस gender को जन्म दे रही हूँ, who's really coming, is it a boy or a girl. I had lot of plans of gender reveal and stuff, that I will surprise Tanveer and I will do this and that. But obviously he knew that this is the day that I'm going and I'll get to know about my gender and stuff. He had gone late for the office and he had forcefully, he came with me to the doctor and he had to come and check what is the gender, because he's like, I cannot wait and I have to see the baby, like physically, the ultrasound, and I want to know today itself whether it's a boy or a girl. So he forcefully came. So this is the longest ultrasound, now let me tell you that. This was 2 hours long. So in between, if you have to pee, like I had to, just tell the doctor and then she'll continue the ultrasound. You cannot stay like that for 2 hours without peeing. Cannot happen like that. This ultrasound, she has to check every body part of the baby, if it's fine or not. Like in my case, the baby was not opening the hands and baby's hands were like that. Relax kar raha tha mera bachcha. वैसे वाला. And she could not really see the fingers, the hands, and she could not really check if the hands and the fingers are fine. So I had to go again. I'll come back to the gender reveal ultrasound, but then I had to go again to get the hands checked. Touch wood, everything is fine, all good in the hood. Yeah. So the gender that I am giving birth to, it's a boy. It is a boy. But I'll tell you a story behind it. I don't know if my boy will listen to the story after he has grown, so how will he react? But let me just tell you the story, huh? So every mother, maybe if a mother wants a boy or a girl, still a mother has that feeling, I feel, because I have had a word with a lot of people. If I give a birth to a girl, I'll dress her up. I'll make her wear beautiful dresses. I will make her wear beautiful bows and stuff. So I had a lot of plans. And I had a lot of photos saved onto my Pinterest and my Instagram and stuff. In fact, I had a lot of photos saved to different, websites like shopping carts. And when it comes to boy, it was very limited. Shirt, panty to hota hai, घूम फिर कर, t-shirts, मतलब limited होता लड़कों का सामान. So I was lying on the bed while she was about to tell me if it's a boy or a girl, and I was thinking that this is what I'll make my daughter wear and stuff. And then she's like, do you want to know the gender? And you were like, yes. Even Tanvi was standing there and she's like, it's a boy. So that feeling, I was confused. Matlab ki I was happy, definitely, it's my baby, it's my child. But then I was confused. मेरी ड्रेसेस जो मैंने पहनानी है मैंने उसको तैयार करना है, हमने सेम कपड़े पहनने थे. So I was like, shit yaar. So that is what happened. So I came back home, deleted all the girly stuff that I had saved, and then it's a boy. So I had prepared myself like that. Tanveer was happy with a girl or a boy. लड़की है तब भी happy, daddy's girl. लड़का है तो मैं तो उसको फिर sports में डालूंगा और ये करूंगा और मैं इसको ऐसे ये train करूंगा वो करूंगा. So he's happy both ways, and so was I. Let me just tell you, if my baby is watching this video, yeah, it was just, it was that feeling of dressing the girl up. And then I thought, अब मैं husband को तो gender reveal कर नहीं पाई. I could not give that surprise and see that feeling and see that expression. So let's just do it with my parents. I thought of ordering something and sending to their house back in India, and then they would open it and see it, that if it's a blue or pink or something like that. I had a lot of plans. But my husband was so desperate to talk to them and tell them that what is the gender like. He's like, abhi call kar. Once we got out of the clinic. And let me just tell you before that, a little bit of thing that I wanted to add. So once that person said, the doctor, it's a boy, Tanveer was crying. He was so happy. I mean, so was I. I just want to keep telling that. So Tanveer and I, we had tears in our eyes. It was so special to get to know finally who's exactly coming and stuff. It was so special. Okay, cut part 2. So we were in the car. We got out of the clinic. And Tanveer is like, abhi FaceTime kar, tu abhi call kar, and abhi मैं बताना चाहता हूँ, because then he'll go to the office, then he'll go for work. तो हमने कॉल किया मम्मी पापा दीप को साथ में करा, कैमरे पे आ जाओ प्लीज, हमने सबके एक्सप्रेशंस देखने हैं, we have to tell the gender and stuff, और हमने बता दिया. They were happy. Obviously they'll be happy. Obviously they also don't care really about if it's a boy or a girl. They were really happy. नाना नानी बनने वाले हैं वो, और उनको बस एक छोटा सा टॉय मिल जाएगा and stuff. So they are way too excited to meet the little one. मेरे mom dad ने पहली prediction कर ली थी because of my how, because how I used to behave, what are the things that I used to like, that it will be a boy. So they kind of had that feeling, and obviously it got true. It is a boy. So that's the gender reveal story. Now comes my 6th month. So one thing that I want to tell you, whenever I visit my doctor, she checks 3 things. First, she'll ask me a few questions. If you've got any blood spots, if you feel this, if you feel that, if you are okay, if you're feeling dizzy, if you're feeling the morning sickness and stuff. So there are a number of questions she asks me every time. So that's one thing. Second thing she does all the time whenever I visit her is check my blood pressure. So touch wood, till my second trimester, everything is good in the hood. And then she does a quick ultrasound check where she quickly checks if everything is good. Rest, the actual ultrasound which happens, the report comes to her all the time. Yeah, so that's exactly where she can check. So I started feeling the kicks in my 6th month and the feeling was amazing. Initially I got scared because there's something happening in your tummy and then you get to know that there is this there is this life that you're giving birth to, and the whole feeling was magical, special, and very exciting, as well as I got a little nervous and scared for the initial stage. But then eventually and gradually you'll get used to it, and there was this night in fact, and I was like, it's been really long the baby has not kicked, and I was feeling really low about the whole thing. And I started moving and rotating while I was sleeping, changing different positions, just because I wanted to feel that baby kick. I wanted to feel my baby. And once I did feel it, the baby kick, I could sleep peacefully. So that was the whole feeling of, I think that's the whole feeling of motherhood that you get. Because I was never into babies. I was always into dogs. I never felt babies were cute enough to get the attention. But I used to feel dogs. I still feel dogs are really adorable. But now I feel that I'm really attached to my baby. So that's one thing. Okay, I'm being very honest here, huh? Don't judge. So I'm feeling the baby kicks on the regular basis. I'm really happy and excited about it. And I can't really wait to meet the little. And I just feel that the baby is really naughty. I'll tell you why. A, the kicks are a lot. Second, the doctor told me, the ultrasound doctor, she told me that you have a very active baby. The baby does not really stay in one position, and like the baby keeps moving, and you will be a busy mom. This is what she's told me. And then whenever I go for the ultrasound, there are different doctors. It's not the same doctor which does your ultrasound. So there has been 2-3 doctors who have told me the same thing. I think it will be a busy time in the future. And in the end of my 5th month or the starting of my 6th month, I was craving for Maggie and I ate it, but with lot of veggies. I had put capsicum, bell peppers, little bit of onion, and I'm someone who eats dry Maggie. I love to eat dry Maggie, but then it was little soupy and fully cooked kind of a Maggie, so that I was a bit scared, but thankfully nothing happened. And then I found this place here in Toronto where I can get to eat that Indian chow mein wali, Delhi ki chow mein wali feeling. So I found that place and I eat that. Touch wood, nothing happens. I tell them extra veggies and extra spicy, but nothing happens, touch wood. So now let me show you some of the documents that I've got. So these are the documents that I got initially when I met her for the first time. So in Canada, first time once you meet your own personal doctor for the baby, you will get bunch of papers. So in those bunch of papers, there will be this form that you'll have to fill it up, give back to the doctor, and she will register you in one of the closest hospitals. So I got registered in Scarborough General Hospital. And then in these sheets, there are very important informations, taking photographs, taking videos, when exactly can you take. Like here, there is this rule, you cannot take the photographs during the birth, while the birth is actually happening, during the delivery. You can take it once you are in the labor, you can capture all those movements. You can do it once the delivery has happened, but not during the whole thing. Then it is like, when should I call my doctor or midwife or come to the hospital? When exactly should I visit the hospital? So there are points about those. How many people can really come in the hospital room with me, stay with me? Then there are the fetal movement counting. So basically kick counting. I have got a sheet where I have to maintain how many times the baby has kicked, and it starts from a particular week. N number of important things. Then there are prenatal classes, there are birth feeding classes, there is hospital tour. So these are the 3 things that I will do in my 3rd trimester, and then you will get to know the experience. So there are n number of counseling, different clinics for everything, and what really happens after birth. So there's this information. You will stay there in the hospital for 26 hours after a vaginal birth and 48 hours after a cesarean section birth. So these are the things which are like the information that is given to me. A support person is welcome to stay with you overnight, like your husband or if your mom, whomsoever you are comfortable with, something like that. Told you there is this cafeteria, there is a microwave, and whatever the things that are provided to you or which are available in the hospital. Then there is skin to skin contact, which is very important. And why is it important to your baby, and why is it important to the parents? Skin to skin contact as in as soon as the baby is out of the belly. So I don't know exactly if they'll clean it or how, but you'll have to give a skin to skin touch with the mother and the father, so which is really good, they say. Then water birth friendly is one thing which is happening here, so that's one thing, information about that. What will happen when I arrive at the hospital, so things about that. You have to come to the front desk and you will be directed to the assessment area, and first this check will be done, then this check will be done, and this and that and stuff like that. All the information is given. Also there is a hospital checklist which is given to me, what really I have to get. If I want, I can get more than this, but this is something that I really have to get. So there are different sections like forms and cards, clothing, toiletries, electronics, additional items like pillows, pencil, pens for taking notes and all of that. Then there are stuff for newborns, and then there is stuff for the partner. So these are the things, some of the things we've bought, some of the things we still have to buy. If you want any specific information, if you're looking for something related to pregnancy in Canada that you want to know and you have doubts about it, let me know. Before I end this video, let me tell you, I have had the diabetes check, and the results will be out within 1.5 weeks whenever I'll meet my doctor. So she'll tell me if it's normal or good or bad or whatever. So what really happens in the diabetes, let me tell you that. So I have to take this appointment from any lab. So the test is empty stomach. So the test is for 2 hours long. So now what really happens at the test? So I went in the morning at 8 o'clock. I had given the blood. So they will take 3 tubes of blood, whatever that is called, bottle tubes, you know what I mean. That's the first thing that will happen immediately once you go. Then they will give you a bottle to drink, which is very sweet. Tanvi told me it is like glucose. It is glucose, I think. Once you've had that water, you can pee whenever you want, but you cannot drink water. So you cannot drink water, cannot eat anything, nothing. So once that has happened, drinking of the bottle, they'll check the time. After 1 hour, they'll take my blood, 1 tube of it. Then after another hour, which is total 2 hours, they'll take another tube of it. So in total, I was injected 3 times, and in those 2 hours, and in total there were 5 tubes that was pumped out of me. So that was the thing. But the results, I don't know, that you will get to see in the next video once I will be shooting for my 3rd trimester. Okay, so guys, I think that was it. This was a happy trimester. I'm really excited to meet my little boy, and yeah, that's it. Though another thing, I don't know if I've told you in my 1st trimester or not, my due date is 25th of May. But I don't know, like people say that it's not really exactly the same date. Sometimes it's the same date, and nobody knows, you know, nobody, no relative, no friends, nobody knows that I'm pregnant apart from my parents, because obviously they'll have to come here, stay with me, and I had to tell them and stuff. Everybody else will get a surprise. So we're really excited to see those expressions of excitement, and we're really excited to, you know, disclose to everyone. But then it'll happen on the date of delivery. But yeah, that's it for the 2nd trimester video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys could connect, and like, share and subscribe, guys. All right then, bye.